that story again. That story back when you went down to Berlin to meet your pen pal. That's a funny story, you should tell it. Yeah, I'll tell it again. It was 3 summers ago now, when Nina called me up and said, Ian, I'm moving to America with my girlfriend. Why don't you come down to Berlin for a little while? Let's hang out, just for a weekend or so. And you know, I thought about it. I checked my wallet. I checked the timetables on the internet. And I found this cheap bus for 30 euros. It would take 20 hours to get there. But it sounded good. And I also found a 45-minute flight for 35 euros. But my brain was telling me you could probably use those 5 euros somewhere in Berlin. Go for the bus. So I did. And I got down to Zobenfunkturm, the bus station down in Berlin. And I got off, and Nina was waiting for me there. And she helped me with my bag, and we started walking to the beautiful Berlin summer night. And she said, "Are you hungry? You look kind of hungry." And I said, "Yes, I've been on a bus for 20 hours. My hands were shaking." And she said, "How much money do you have?" I said, 5 euros. "You won't get anything for 5 euros in Berlin yet. What were you thinking about?" "Well, if you're interested, my parents are cooking up some really nice German veggie food." My brain started thinking, German veggie food. That sounds creepy. Well, what are my options? Alright, I'll do it. So we took the U-Bahn, the subway, over to the Deutsche Opera, the German opera. And we got off, we got into her parents' house, into the staircase. And all of a sudden she turned to me and she said, "Jens, let me tell you something first." "What's that, Nina?" "Well, I told my parents that we're engaged." I was looking for a word, a sentence, a facial expression. But just then the door opened, and there was this big German guy standing there. And he was staring at me. And I was staring at him. For a very long, awkward, silent moment. More silent than that. This is where it all started. "Nina, I can be your boyfriend, so you can stay with your girlfriend. Your father is a sweet old man, but it's hard for him to understand that you want to love a woman. Nina, I can be your boyfriend, if it puts an end to all this nonsense. First time I see you in Berlin, and you don't tell me anything until outside your dad's apartment. Oh, God, Jesus Christ, I try to focus on your eyes. You're having dinner with your family now. Keep a steady look at your left eyebrow. If it's red, it means yes. If it's not, it means take a guess. Hey, you stop kicking my legs. I'm doing my best. Can you pass the bed? Of course, I was only thinking all that. And now, dear Washington, D.C., I want you to picture me sitting there by the dinner table with Nina and her father, the big German guy. And imagine him slowly reaching across the table, grabbing my arm, pulling me close. And I can smell his breath. I can smell he's had a few too many beers. And he says to me, Jens, I looked you up on the internet. And I found your record when I said I wanted to be your dog. And I think that you have a beautiful voice. And I'm just staring at my shoes. Thank you. Jens, do you mind if I put on your record for a little bit? Yeah, I guess that's okay. Your father puts on my record. He says, don't tell me about when you met her. I get a little nervous and I change the subject. I put my hand on some metal object. He jokes and tells me that's a lie detector. He takes out the booklet and starts reading. So I heard you're moving out next season. I say, yeah, New York is nice that time of year. Almost as green as it is here. He says, I thought you were moving back to Sweden. Oh, God, what if I come and came to Berlin to have some fun? Talk on the wall, strike 4 by 6. Your father swore a big crucifix. Guess that's why I won't let you go. This Catholic God is big and strong. You know I'll do anything for love, but Nina, what were you thinking of? So you can stay with your girlfriend. Your father's mailing me all the time. He says he just wants to say hi. I send back out of office, not a reply. Nina, I just want to check